Hello and welcome to Dell's Gaming. I'm Dell and this is from the depths, and this is the Spearfish Cruiser, which is the flagship for a new fleet which has been taken some time to get here, but all around me, all those lovely little green bits around us are the subscriber ships, which is going to be hopefully protecting this little Spearfish in the upcoming battles. Yes, we've finally got to a situation where the build is stable and we have all the resources in place. So if we go to the map quickly, just to show you, I'm not going to go too in depth, but basically I've replaced all of the resource points with the new style, and I have some routes, as you can see, for my transport ships to bring in the all of the nice goodies to the Atlantis at this moment. That's where they are bringing it up to first of all, and then I have some of my armed merchants which have some resources on board just behind the lines to give us repairs. And then finally we obviously have the actual ships themselves. Now I have gone through each of the submitted ships and just made sure that they actually do work. I've added the universal resource container to them if they needed one, a spares crate, made sure they've got at least one repair bot or a tentacle, etc., to be able to do some sort of repairs and just generally work in general. There's a few ships I had to tweak a little bit, add something. They weren't starting off, and I found that I've sometimes needed a control block just to start them going. It may be a change in some of the AI code, but sometimes they just don't start and they suddenly just stop for no apparent reason, or they don't even start in the first place. But anyway, we are now close to coming ready. You'll notice that we've got a lot of ships. We've called this the Scribe's Sword. Now the numbers next to the ships, what I did is I took everybody's ship and I just rolled a dice and just sort of like put them in some sort of order, ready for when we go into battle. We've got quite a few ships here, 74 in total, to be honest. If a ship was small, I've brought in multiples and I'll bring them in as a little group of them where needed. Now at the moment I'm not at war. Whilst I was sorting out all of the steel striders, I basically went into diplomacy and turned off the war with them and just made peace temporarily. Now we will start war again so we can get this battle going, and then we'll go in and attack this first one, which is an 393 group. We've got some backup in bringing in the Aquanauts and these armoured, just in case, at least it's even points as such, close to even. And we'll see how we go, and then we'll order it up, and hopefully we'll see a good little battle, or at least we'll see the ships and see how they do against the Steel Striders. And if this all works, we'll be continuing into the campaign and take them on up into this larger unit here. What I'm going to do with the ships is, if they do get destroyed totally, I won't be replacing them. If they get damaged, I will repair them. Ones that have gone in first on one battle, I will move to the bottom of the next battle, if that makes sense. And hopefully we should get a chance to see everybody's ships over the next few battles, heading in towards the Steel Striders main base. So without further ado, let us go. I'll do this quickly, just get it started. I'm going to go into diplomacy, declare war on the Steel Striders, and then send our group in against this 393. So back in a minute. And we are ready with our first battle. So we're going to start at a reasonable range just as they start to touch. So actually I want that one in there. There we go. Right, so let's make sure we get everybody we want in. So, Steel Striders, yeah, okay, that's not too bad. I do want to make sure I bring in, let's see, we want to bring in the merchant ship. Let me just find the merchant ship. There we go. Now he'll go at the very bottom. I don't want him anywhere near combat, but he's there just so that he will be adding in his forces. So let me just sort out the order for this battle. It looks like we're up against mainly Seacraft, actually a bit of a mixture, and we've got some Type 19s, Norge, Thundercharge, quite a range of ships, including I think some subs. So we're going to have quite a mixture of possible aircraft here, including aircraft, Hawker, and an Aero Tyrant. So this could be a good mixture and a good what should we say, a good battle to start us off with. So I've got a lot of sorting out to do on this fleet with the order, so let me sort that out and I will be back in a few minutes. And we are just about ready for battle now. This isn't exactly the same battle as you just saw in the video. I had to restart it due to a recent little change which has resulted in all of the autocannons needing to have all of their ammunition reallocated. So, before I go into the battle, if anybody had a ship which had multiple different types of ammo for different advanced cannons, I just had to take best guess. You may not be firing the correct ammo. So if that happens and someone wants to resubmit it with the correct ammo selections, fine. I think I sort of mostly guessed right, but it'll be good enough to see for the moment. So I think the enemy is the same. I've now moved everything into the roughly an order, just sort of a bit of a random order with the right numbers though. And we're just going to see how this goes in this little fight and have a bit of fun. So I'll try and concentrate on your own ships rather than just the battle, but we'll see what sort of damage we can do. So finally, without further ado, let's battle. So we have, what have we got coming in? An aircraft straight away coming in, and at least we have now got it loading. The autocannons here are loading from this anti-airship, although it has taken a bit of a damage, but it is having a go at this enemy vessel, which is, let's just check what we've got here. I can't tell what it is. It's a Fury. Well, we seem to have got it into a circle, which is good. Unfortunately, the anti-airship has taken a bit of damage. He's still firing with that Gatling gun, which is great, and it is doing some damage. And what else have we also got? That anti-airship was from Crocod's. He did one before, which was a squirrel killer, but it was also an FPS killer. Now, it seems to be being taken out by the missiles a little bit. The Raven's having a bit of a go, but it's not really designed for anti-air. The Spearfish has got some missiles, which it is firing out there. But it is defending itself with flares, unfortunately. So we are relying on this anti-airship at the moment to take out this Fury. But he seems to be going he's taking some rocket hits. That Fury seems to target the anti-airship, unfortunately. Still firing. So, with any luck, are we getting hits? Yeah, we are taking bits out of him. You can see bits dropping off. My own Spearfish has not much anti-air. That was one of its known deficiencies. Now we have got other ships inbound as well, so let's see how we're doing against them. While the Fury, we have got, what have we got here? We have got a Sabre has come in, and the Raven is putting out some nice missiles by the looks of it, although it has got an anti-laser system by the looks of it. The Spearfish, ooh, I think it might be hitting the Raven there, unfortunately. That could be just the wrong place to be at this second. And the Raven is... oh, I don't know, he's going after the Fury. He's trying to work out who he wants to go for, the Fury or the Sabre. But our missiles are being taken out by this Sabre at the moment. He's doing quite well. And where's that one firing? He is actually firing all the way over here at... he's going for this, which is the SMS Otter. Well, he seems to be somewhat taken out. The Spearfish is sending some... looks like he's sent in quite a few rounds coming in here. We can see some coming in at the moment. Is that a nice... not quite on target, but that is long range. Let's see how the Raven is doing. We need to get rid of that Fury, so I think I will just make sure that whoever is in next is another anti-airship. Let's try the... we might try... yeah, we'll try, rather than the Moore shift, we'll bring in the Vaughan Escort. If we get a chance. So let's go back and have a look what's happening here. Hopefully the Spearfish won't run aground. We're still firing in against this Sabre by the looks of it. I think is our primary target, and he seems to be taking out being steadily taken out. We've got a little bit of a stutter, unfortunately. Apologies about that. It does tend to do that on occasion when we get a lot of work coming up. So I don't like to play in the degraded mode if I can help it, but it does cause occasional stutters, it seems. But we're coming in. The Spearfish is heading close to that island, but I think it's going to avoid it. Let's have a look at the Raven. Now the Raven's a nice ship. I like the Raven. And it's staying above ground this time. Last time we saw it, I think it decided to take a bit of a dive. But this time it's doing quite well. And it's having a go at that Fury with its cannon. I think I got the shells right on this one, because there's only one really. There was only one choice, which is good. So it looks like we got rid of that Sabre with any luck. Oh no, that's the SMS Otter by the looks of it. We got rid of. And oh, looks like the Raven has taken out that Fury. Finally, the Fury. Yeah, here. Oh, go on. We need some more hits. Few more hits. There we go. I think that was the Spearfish in the end has just done some long range shooting and taken that out. So we've got the SMS Otter still around here somewhere, and I'm sure the enemy have brought in some more ships somewhere. Right, I will be having to find out where we're shooting. So we've got the Raven over there. Let me go into... so they're both firing at fairly long range. So this Sabre is now close to both of them, or certainly close to... is this the it looks like our anti-airship is actually going for the it's actually now going for the Sabre, which isn't a bad thing really. Yes, he seems to be dead. He's taken him out. Excellent. So what have we got starting over here now? We've got some an enemy ship over this way. And the anti-air gun, the Gatling gun, is getting in there. That multi-barrel gun, it's another Sabre. The Sabre doesn't seem to be an offensive ship. It seems to just have anti-missiles by the looks of it. Let's see, what else have they got in? Is this the only ship they have in at the moment? Potentially, yep. The Raven and the Spearfish are quite happily dealing quite a bit of damage to this at the moment, I think. The Raven's missiles are most probably not going to be that effective, obviously, with all of the anti-missiles we've got here. Now, it has got some shields, so our shots aren't all getting through. Unfortunately, I can't remember the composition now of the shells with the new system. And we've got some... oh, there's torpedoes coming in there. And we have no anti-missile of our own, so this Sabre has fired a few missiles out at the Raven, although his own flares have managed to pull them away, so that's cool. We'll just check what we actually have in of our own. So we have the Spearfish, the anti-airship, Krakov's anti-airship. So we've just got those at the moment. And the Spearfish, oh dear, the Spearfish seems to have got himself a little bit stuck on the water. Hopefully he can extricate himself from that. But okay, we seem to have reduced that down to a load of scrap. Now, if we're lucky, we might see, you can see these red X's on the map. These are actually where you can pull resources from. You'll notice the resource amounts there. If you have resources, if you need to rebuild or repair your ship, going over those X's pulls that into your ship so you can do repairs. Right, okay, let's see what comes up. So the Raven, how are we doing? As such, so the Raven is fine, and the anti-airship after that first issue seems to be okay. Now we have got, now this I think could be an Excalibur, although it seems to have taken a big old blow already. Very typical, all advanced cannons on this. Let's see, no, that's not the Spearfish, come on. Tell me. Oh, this is a Norge. So this is the updated Norge with advanced cannons. So this could now be quite a threat with those big guns, although it looks like we managed to get a good hit right amidships. What would be classed as a Citadel hit, really, I think. That would. Yeah, some of our Spearfish's shells do a fair bit of damage when they do hit. Oh, we've hit something critical there. Now they have upped the armor level of metal blocks in this patch, but it didn't help the Norge there. I think a good set of advanced cannons usually beats metal without too much of a problem. So where's the Raven? The Raven seems to be a bit low in the water there. Did you take a bit of damage there, sir? Oh, it looks like we have got the Vaughan Williams has come in. So the Vaughan Williams was by Carlos Magnus. No, it's Carlos Magnus. Sorry. Carlos Magnus. So where are you? Where are you? You're... Let's go and see if we can find you. There's the Spearfish. Can I find you? Can I heck? Okay, bear with me 1 second while we go and find him. He is over here. Now, we had quite a few guns on this, so I may have got your gun mixture wrong. Oh no, you have just got the single advanced cannon and some missiles, which is cool. So you've got a nice little deck gun there firing away. And what have we got as a target? The anti-airship is also going for not just air targets, which is cool. So we look like we have another. What is this here? Ah, this is a dangerous ship. Although a small ship, it can be very dangerous, this little bugger. I've had problems with this before with my submarines. It's a torpedo, the Arachnid, yes. It's a torpedo firing, and they can do a lot of damage to you. It was very good against my subs, and in an early incantation did take out the subs quite nicely. One other change to this latest build is missiles load twice as fast, so that's good in this regard, in that this Arachnid is loading twice as fast. Although it looks now like, we have a submarine. So you are U569, and I don't think we have any anti-sub support at this time. Now what I'm going to do, let's see what have we got over here. We have the shifter. This is the these ones here. If we just go down and have a look, the Moore shifter, which is basically, well, I'm calling it the big derp gun, because it's a 50-centimeter gun on the front of it on a small ship. It's basically, it's a derp cannon. And this was by, yeah, I'm not going to pronounce your name right, so you're now Frank. So this was by Frank. Look down in the description for the proper names if you wish. I quite liked these. I've brought a few of these in. You know, 50-centimeter guns, always good fun. Now, because we've got a sub, I think I better bring something in against that's going to be good against subs, because. So we have got a sub now, so you're going to get raised ahead, and hopefully you'll be able to go against them. So you're going to be the next ship in. The Doppler submarine by Carlos Magnus again. Because it's actually the only sub which has been put forward at this time. I think so far. I don't think there's any other subs have been put forward by anybody. So we need something to be able to take out this U569 of the enemy. Otherwise he's just going to steadily blow us up. Now we have got some lasers coming in. I think that may be from the Vaughan. But at the moment, yeah, the Vaughan is he... Has he got lasers? I can't remember. He's got some anti-missile lasers, which is good. Although it looks like they might need a few more Q switches on that. It's not quite enough to take out the missiles that are coming in on there. Now luckily we are firing some out at him by the looks of it. But not quite enough. So let's see, have we... So obviously, unfortunately, let's just put these all onto combat, shall we, instead of on. That'd be a bit better. I see a lot of people are on attacking salvage. Really, that should really be ignore salvage. Waste of ammo attacking things which are already dead. But that might be affecting why the Moore shifter also wasn't firing. Let's see if that helps them. See if they actually start firing those big old derp guns now. No. Oh, we have got ones firing. You're firing, so theoretically they should be alright. And you're turning around as well to fire the old derp gun. There we go. Derp cannons. That looks like another SMS Otter being hit by the derp gun. Nice. Yep, derp cannon hit. So sorry about. I'll have to check the AIs when they come in. Everybody else, I think, is on combat. Yep, excellent. Oh, he's coming in quite nicely there, that Moorshipper. He's, they are definitely giving this Otter, I'm pretty sure it's the SMS Otter, yep, giving it quite a good pasting. So he's now gone to below health. So what we have left, we've got that ruddy sub somewhere down here. Now, well, let's have a look what we've got happening over here. Now, I haven't seen the Raven, so we've got an AA support ship, which isn't going to be of much use at this second. So, did we get the Otter come in? No, unfortunately we didn't, and it looks like the Raven, unfortunately, I think he got taken out by the Arachnid. But this could, okay, they have brought in an air vehicle this time. What have they brought in? Looks like another Fury. So hopefully the golf ball, the anti-air golf ball, which I did actually put some shields on the top just to help, but it looks like he blew his own golf ball up. I did put a friend and foe on that. I thought, obviously not. It's missing a friend and foe. So your cannon blew your own golf ball up. I'll repair that. We'll see if we can get that be repaired and try again. But yeah, you need a friend and foe on your cannons. Friend and foe, whenever you've got turrets, very handy, unless you put constraints on, of course, to restrict. But one way or another, you will need some sort of way of basically stopping destroying yourself, frankly. Now this Fury could be a problem. He's come in and done a good missile run. He's a very fast ship. So what have we got we can bring in? Now I think we've got the other AA support. Yeah, it's a little... We'll try the other AA support. Maybe he can get his missiles out again this time. But that Fury, he's got a very tight turning circle. He's a flat turner. Not quite... Oh, I think we got some hits in there. Maybe, just about. What else have we got in at the moment? And we have Arachnids. Ruddy Arachnids, and I think they're going after our Moorshipper. Come on, guys. Get those big derpy guns firing. Oh, you're going for the aircraft. No, don't go for the aircraft. Go for the Arachnid there. See this guy just there? That's who we want you to take out. Go on. Take him. No. Don't. Yes, that's it. Down. Shoot down. At him. Go on. Shoot at him. No, that's not going to work. Let me just get my interface on for a second. Let's see if I can... Go on. Go on. Let's see if we can get... No, come on. It's not wanting to let me target for something. All target him. Okay. Right, go on. This is what we want to see. Short range, shotgun. Come on, you can do it. Short range shotgun. No. Obviously, all target isn't quite as good as it would be like. We've got some targeting coming in. And the Moorshipper, they are trying to... well, who you just shoot at? There's nothing over there. What are you shooting there for? Oh, we got the engine on him. That's going to be helpful. Now we just need to get some shots in on him. Right, you've killed him. You've slowed him down. Now fire. It'd be very good if you could fire about now. Okay, a few shots coming in there from the Vaughan Williams. He's done quite well, although unfortunately there's some torpedoes heading out your way. I'd be wary. Oh, missile your anti-missile laser did well on that one. Oh, he's off again. You had a chance. Right. Now I don't know where you guys are firing, but I didn't think there was much over this way. We have the spearfish coming in, as you can see, with his flare systems. I think the spearfish has ended up on dry land, which is not good. The only beneficial thing about that is it possibly means that torpedoes won't get him. But so much for the naval AI avoiding land. That's all I can say. That obviously is still a big issue. Now we are still firing out, which is good. But guys, you got to be that's the one you're supposed to be defending. And I want this little arachnid taken care of, please. Right, let's put everybody onto this arachnid. All target this arachnid. There we go. Let's see if they do. The Morschiffer are coming back with their derpy guns. What have we got in at this moment? We have the AA support. He's a little bit done. Okay, so we just got to get rid of these arachnids, really. It's just a matter of getting some good hits on them. So luckily the reduction in missile fire, although it's a beneficial in some ways. Oh, there's some it's getting a few hits on him. That's the Hesh. It's obviously having an effect, but not enough. And the main gun is obviously firing at some over that way. I love how the torpedoes make their way along the land. So we haven't got anything that can chase these little buggers down at the moment. So unfortunately, some aerial. So maybe some air would be good, I think, just about now. We'll see if we've got some small... Right, we'll try one of these missile ships. And possibly... I'm changing the order here a little bit. Basically... because we need something to get rid of these little ships before they become a big problem. These arachnids. Okay, he's got damaged enough, so that's obviously caused him a problem, which is good. And we do now have some missiles from the missile repair ship is from Meathead 595. It was a late entry. He wasn't in the previous list. I did have to change a few bits on your missiles because they didn't have a one turn. And there was a few other problems. But basically it's a fairly slow missile barrage. And just basically a battery of lots of missiles. We did have a few other little problems as well, but generally it was just a big missile barrage. And yeah, got taken out unfortunately by the looks on that. And this is the Dopper submarine from Carlos Magnus. Go on, pull up. Yeah, needs a bit of depth detection there, I think. In testing it, I was quite impressed with it, but obviously I tested it in some slightly deeper water. That didn't perform as planned. We'll come back later. Maybe it can come and face the right way round. And this is the fast Seagull, which we had seen before by Shadow Tree. Again, had to make a few, and you're going to ram into him. Had to make a few changes. It was I had to actually slow the speed down. Well, you obviously didn't like the missile repair ship, which was a bit of a disappointment. Basically, it was get fast enough with these new engines and new system. It was actually ended up flying rather than skimming on the water. So I actually had to slow it down a little bit. But you've got it's reasonably fast and it's got a high velocity gun. It might just be able to do something against these arachnids. So I on your ship here I had to put a couple of control ACBs on the back to basically reduce the speed if it starts taking off, and then set it back again once it goes low enough. It's just one of those. Otherwise it was almost flying into space, which is not good. And it looks like our submarine has managed to get out of the water. Hopefully it's going to right itself now, although it seems to be trying to fly. We have a submarine wheelie competition by the looks of it. You're just showing off now, aren't you? Yeah, go on. Back in the water. In the water, please. You're supposed to be in the water, not there. Yeah, see, that's not helping. You know? Where you need to be is in the water. You're a submarine. Yeah. Basically a little too much power on the back, I think, there. Possibly not in the centre lined properly. Oh well, we'll give it a bit of time. It may find its way back in the water. So, okay, let's see. We've got... It's still firing missiles. It's still firing a few missiles out. That might be enough to take out some of these arachnids. And we've got a good missile strike coming in here. Although that could be from that Fury. What have we got firing over here? We've got a missile strike coming in just a little short by the looks of it. The Seagull is still going around and targeting, which is good. It's going to be slowly taking out the target. It'd be good if it shot the one which was a little closer to it, I think. Right, let's go and see what we have out here as far as over this direction. Let's see how our big derpy guns are doing. Right, the Vaughan Williams looks like he's still surviving, which is good. We have one arachnid over there still. Where is our spearfish? Our spearfish is... Oh, he's back up to full health. He's over this way still. Has he come off? He's obviously did get off the land and has started up again, which is good. Okay, he must have found a way off. But we've still got that Fury. That aircraft is a pain. What else do we have available? We have, let's see, the submarine is there, Seagull. We don't have any air-to-air now this time. But what have they got left? They've still got some big ships left. So, right, we just need to get rid of these arachnids. Oh, looks like we may have. I'm hoping that's an arachnid that's gone. That would be a positive thing. There's the Vaughan. Let's have a look, see what we've got. The Vaughan's on there. The Morschiff. I have no idea how you pronounce those. The Morris. There we go. By Frank. There we go. So we got those. We got the Dipper. So we're all in. It looks like we got rid of another arachnid. So we've just got that Fury is our biggest problem at the moment. You know, aircraft. We haven't got anything very good against aircraft at the moment. He's flying around. Although, oh, have we got some good shots in there at him? He may have just got a little too close. Oh, you can see we obviously temporarily damaged him. And he repaired himself. So I did actually take out one of the Morships to give a chance to this AA support ship to come in with its missiles. Hopefully it won't destroy itself this time. There's always hope. There's hoping that its weapons will be a little bit more effective against this Fury than the large cannons which are being fired at it at the moment. It's taken a little while to get in close, but it is at least firing its guns. The cannons will find it difficult to predict because it's in a sort of a turn which is fairly smooth. It's very difficult to actually predict it. It likes to try and predict straight line. Did I put a no, I didn't put a failsafe on this one as well, so hopefully it won't go the other way round. Right, are those missiles heading in roughly direction this time? Not quite. Those ones are, which is good. Let's see if we get some impact. Slightly short, I think. Okay. Oh, looks like maybe he did do enough just to take it out. The golf ball from hell. Oh, he's got back up again though. We need more. We need more. Come on. Oh, some shots coming in nicely now from the Seagull actually. And the Vaughan is doing some damage. Excellent. I'm not quite sure where your submarine has gone, but your Corvette is doing the business at this second. Oh, that's good. That's good to see. I'm happy about that. So, what else have we got in here who's the enemy? We'll have a look. So I'm actually going to turn him off, see if that'll put him back into the water, and put him back on combat, see if that will help. Right, what have we got coming in next then? Somewhere over there maybe? Well, it's going to be over here, I'm guessing. Because that's where most of their ships are. Oh, have we got... There we have something coming in. Rather large. Is that another Norge? Yes, looks like another Norge. Firing a lot of big guns by the looks of it. Let's have a look at this being... So, is there some auto cannons on here as well, or is it mainly big guns? Oh, there is a few auto cannons on the front and rear. So, he's firing at the submarine, who's still doing a wheelie over there. I'm not sure where the spearfish is at the moment. We're not getting any shots coming in. Looks like the seagull might have taken a bit of damage from the Norge. There's some big old guns on here. Looks like he's taken a Tirpitz style actually, with very more Russian turrets looking, German looking turrets on this, I must admit. Oh, here's the spearfish's shells coming in now. And we might be getting some derp shots in as well. I think that was a 50cm derp just went straight through the centre of that there. Because derp is good. Well, that just took out, whoever just ripped through there, just took the AI out quite substantially. Looks like we got a 2 damaged. Unfortunately, it looks like the Frank's AA didn't survive again, unfortunately. Oh no, that's Searle FM. I do like the design. I think I said that in the previous. It's just not quite as effective as we would like. I'm going to work on something on that though. I like the design. I just haven't quite worked out how I'm going to do it yet. We are now down to the short strokes, so to speak. The way the battle system works now, once you do start getting ahead, it's very difficult for the underlying side to catch up. Because of this, they've got an ever-reducing number of blocks. They're never ever going to be able to get enough ships in. It'll always be the advantage to the other side, which is a disappointing. I've got to say, it would be good is once it's whatever the ratio is at the beginning, that ratio is held throughout the battle rather than changing. I think it'd be fairer. Although the reverse is true, then the one with the smallest fleet could never catch up. But all this leads to is either way, all you're trying to do is make sure you have more ships than the other person. So there needs to be a better mechanic than that, I think. All going after the Vaughan. Is the Vaughan going to actually survive this one? His LAM system wasn't quite enough now. Luckily he's got some time because those missiles don't load as quick now. So with any luck he's got time to try and repair, but that didn't hit his main gun, which is lucky. And in actual fact didn't go through the metal at the rear, which shows the increase in metal armour has helped quite a bit. Oh, that one. Well, that one took out one block, and oh, and a little bit more. I think that took out the engine, unfortunately. But he is firing back. He's not gonna be taken out that easily. He's taken out some of those missiles, but oh, another one got through. Is that not all of them? The anti-missile system is working quite nicely, I have to say. The guns are a little short-barreled at the moment, but it's enough to do the damage. Another missile barrage coming in. Oh, I think a few more hit that time, but luckily being metal clad, it survived a little bit. Saber's own constant LAM system, yeah, did enough. Whoops, I just leveled up apparently. God knows what level I'm at. Well, we've still got 50. We've got the spearfish, you can see, still firing in. So he's obviously still doing it. And we've got the 50cm derps coming in. I think the Vaughan has managed to survive. He's repairing himself by the looks of it. You can see the bot repair paths on the ship. So he's repairing himself, he's back underway. Gun is now operative. Needs a little bit faster rate. Possibly the cooldown. Because now with the missiles having a reduced firing time, I think his secondary missile fire system is not as effective as it'd possibly like. Oh, we have the Doppers come past. Hello! The Dopper submarine is actually going properly. Well done, sir. Those missiles possibly were from you after all. Welcome to the fight. It's the unicycling submarine. Okay, looks like the Otter is now out as well. Excellent. And the Dopper could be in an ideal position to get a critical strike here on the enemy ship as it spawns in. So this could be interesting. You can see the messages on the left hand side as it's salvaging items from the damaged ships. And oh, we have a sub versus sub, and this could be interesting. Come on. Or it could be very bad for the Dopper here. Have you got torps? Please say you have torps. Please say you can turn to face him and fire your torp. It would be really good now if you could turn to face him and fire. Please. Pretty please. Stop putting your nose in the ground. Turn to face him. Go on. Very good though. I like the design of the propellers on the rear. Very nice design that. On the ends of the stalk. It almost reminds me of a kelp type of like seaweed flying in the current. Look. You have missiles. Could you fire them now? Potentially he's got a bit too much damage, I guess. That's a bit disappointing. He might come back in a minute or two. Well, unfortunately, the Dopper is still doing a wheelie, and now the Vaughan has decided to go upside down. So between the two of them at the moment, they are less than useful, which is not helping the situation one bit. So we might have to bring them out, I think, if I can't get this back into the water, because unfortunately turning the AI off is not having an effect on stopping it wheeling. So despite them being a good little ship, I think I'm going to take them out and try and bring in some aircraft or something and have a go against these remaining ships. And what we have coming in here is a nice little missile firing aircraft called the Harasser by Krokos. A nice little unit, does reasonably. It's got a fair few missiles it will fire off. Hopefully some of them will go for this submarine. Excellent. Looks like they a fair few of them had a good amount of depth, so hopefully that will come round. And then we also, hopefully, if I can find it, so this is the Switchblade by Smoking Dragon. Now I hope I got the correct ammo for each of the guns. It's firing, which is a plus point. Quite a nice little hovering sort of design. Quite like it. Bit of wood there just to make it a little cheaper. Nicely streamlined. So obviously trying to go against a sub at the moment, which is not ideal for it. What have we got over here? Don't know where the Harasser is. Is that the... looks like the sub has taken a bit of damage now on the rear of its engine, which hopefully will give that Harasser, wherever he's gone, and the Switchblade a chance to disable him totally. And here's another run from the Harasser, very similar to the was it the Barracuda and a few others that I have with those sideways firing missiles. I always like that. And we now have the Valiant. Just spawned in. It's got a combination of traditional guns. Let's see, it's about 5,500 blocks. So missiles, flares. This could be reasonable. I've used this for testing before now. The Spearfish, unfortunately, is under the land. There's a chance he might be able to get out again if I stay over in this direction. Two Harassers now are in on the action, giving a good missile barrage, overloading his LAM system. So we should now be down to their last vehicle. Now it's either going to be something large, or it's just the remainder of what's left. Could be an otter, could be something a little bigger. We'll see once it's finished despawning. So yeah, a lot of these ships are still firing at that there, which is one reason to set your AIs to ignore salvage. Some people don't, but you know, there's a reason occasionally not to have that set, but most of the time. Oh, we got the Ochi-san come in, and it's just an otter we've got coming. That shouldn't last too long as the last one. We most probably I'll bring the Ochi-san in next time. Ochi-san, which is the Cruiser Mark III. By the Light Lod. I think we also started to bring in the torpedo, the Anderson torpedo bomber, the other entry by Carlos Magnus. So, Carlos, you still have one, and we'll be bringing in the torpedo bomber then, possibly next time as one of the starting ships. Yes, this is being swarmed now by missiles. Look at them! Look at them all go! Yes. I've got to say, I like the harassers, but I like it because it reminds me of some of the ships I've done myself. And look, it's got a nice wedge design on the front. Look, wedge! It's a wedge! People don't like wedges, but I like wedges and missiles. It's cool. Yes, you know who you are. The complaints I always do bloody wedges. I like wedges. Right, so got 2 damaged. Yes, he's definitely damaged. That should be the end of that battle. Excellent. So we'll just come out of here to see what the map looks like. So we've got a few ships obviously didn't come in. We've got a few which have got destroyed, which will unfortunately be removed. The other ones we will repair, but I'll put them further down the list on the next time. So we got up to about the level 3. So I'll start about 3 or 4 with some of the ships. And let me just make a note. Level 5. I'll check the video next time just to go through those. Now, what we've got to do as part of the new part resource is pick up all of these red points. Now, some of them we can't because they're not in our area yet. But these red ones we can pick up and get all of the resources from. And one way to do that is to use the merchant. I'm just going to pull all of them, that whole fleet out of play. So you can take your merchant ship, now that we have that area safely, and just basically, bear with me, let me just get that, and just tell him to go over these points. And then by going over them, he'll collect all of the resources and put it in its hold. Now, we don't want to get too close to the enemy areas here before we're ready. But by doing a little course like that, he will now go to each of these zones, pick up the resources and add it to his local, well, is basically his local resources. So, interesting battle. Good to see the ships. Some worked, some didn't. Some it's always a bit variable. Some of it might be the settings I had done on some of these. If that is the case, sorry if your weaponry wasn't quite as efficient as you expected. But unfortunately, that's life sometimes. Let me just get into the map view. Go there. It didn't pull all the... Alright, pull these out of play. I'll just do it manually, I think. If you have any more ships to submit, or if I missed one, please let me know in the forum thread, or put a note down here for me to go and check the forum thread. I did check before starting this and went through, and I think I pulled everything down, but forgive me if I did miss anybody. It's not too late to put a submission in if you feel that you have a ship to go to be put in there. Will be looking at larger ships later on when we start looking at some of the more difficult enemies, but I'm always going to give the smaller ships precedence, and also if you've got a few small ships, I'll put multiple of them in there, like the various, like the derp guns and some of the other ships that we had in there, so you'll get a good chance at getting your ships seen, because you get basically more of them in the match. Hopefully that was interesting. We'll see what the video turns out like. Obviously, once I've edited it, it was a couple of hours or so. It will be cut down to a lot less than that, to some highlights. Still a lot of items happening with the development. So once that stabilizes, I will change my system to not run dev test on this and just stay on the stable build rather than dev test build, and just do the dev test on a totally separate system for when that is needed, just to show people what's coming, etc. like that. I do personally, I like running with a dev test, but this last few weeks have been problematic with so many changes happening. Brilliant that changes are happening in the development so quickly. Problem is, changes are happening. It's one of those catch-22s, isn't it, really? I want the changes to happen in general, but sometimes they just get in the way of what we really want to do. Anyway, as always, comments below, click that like button, give us a like, subscribe to know when the next one comes up. But until next time, have fun.